The All Progressive Congress presidential aspirant Professor Yemi Osibajo, the Vice President of the Federal Republic of Nigeria, Governor of Cross River State Benedict Ayade, and the former Minister of Niger Delta Affairs Senator Godswill Akpabio stormed Transcorp Heat in Abuja over their bid for presidential race screening. Speaking on behalf of the Vice President, Babafemi Ojudu, Special Advisor on Political Matters, said they have worked round the clock across states to ensure urban and rural participation in the general election. According to him, being a full-fledged political class is enough evidence of total commitment to delivering the country to attain its democratic goals come 2023.
President of Nigeria, he has more than what it takes to be President of Nigeria, and we are ready, whichever way it goes. It is fair, and everybody is able to carry out its obligations. Wonder if you have considered, we are okay.
Are you optimistic with the number of supporters you have?
Very well. We have been all over the country. In the history of Nigeria.
Also speaking, Governor Benedict Ayade of Cross River State expressed optimism about standing out among the aspirants, noting that the country needs young and talented leaders to succeed. He further lamented the money politics being practiced in the country, thus calling on women Nigerians to deviate from such acts and avoid being enslaved so as to be able to hold the politicians accountable when elected.
Outstandingly the best because of what I have done in my state and of course what I have done when I was a senator. It's very obvious that this country has to make progress. It has to bring young people with capacity who have been tested and proven. It's important for us to know that the trend in this country is getting very, very worrisome, where success in the elections is a function of how much money you're paying. The problem of this country is gradually moving from leaders to followers, because when there's a leadership structure that is being promoted by virtue of how much money you have to pay, it means that the citizens of the country have mortgaged their future for the person who can pay. Let me say it very clearly that I would not put money. If you really want to come and serve and you have to pay to be given a position to serve, then definitely you're not coming for service. And that is the level of cataclysm that I foresee. And where people, followership is not held accountable, a situation will come where you have no business to build a project or do any major project, because basically it is not a basis for your re-election or indeed an election in the first instance. What matters is accumulate cash and buy delegates. It's a horrible trend. Nigeria cannot lead Africa in that direction, and this has to change. And I hope that our party will come up with a program of doing a critical analysis and appraisal of each of the candidates of the party, capacity, their qualifications, and then come up with an understanding to present a candidate that will have so much vitality and experience and history to present.
Governor Ayade noted that his proven record is enough to make him the flag bearer of the party.
Built over 20 factories from my bare knuckles. I have the 41 bills in the Nigerian Senate, the highest in the 7th Senate, and the highest as attained in Nigerian history. Come to my state, I have the longest carriage road ever, dual carriage road ever done by the Nigerian government. The highest number of factories ever built by the Nigerian government. So credibility, capacity, history, education will come to the fore. Not money, not cash. If we do that, then it means when the guy goes there, the public will lack moral credentials to question him because he bought his victory, he bought his seat.
Meanwhile, Senator Godswill Akpabio, while interacting with journalists after his screening, revealed to build on President Muhammadu Buhari's antecedents, we seek to address issues of poverty and insecurity, adding that security situation is attributed to the high rate of school dropouts. Hence, empowerment and infrastructural development is key to nation building.
President Buhari is pro-poor. That it's important that they also find out what the aspirants has for the poor people of the country to tackle the issues that confront us today, from insecurity to unity of the country, which is very fragile, up to the economy in terms of improvement, and trying to bring in much more productivity to stop the inflation, and of course stabilize the naira, and then bring in foreign direct investment and improve on infrastructure and build power sector to enable us go very much into industries to generate employment opportunities for our children. So for most of our youth that are not in schools, we must tackle that issue very seriously. We must take our children off the streets and put them back into school, like I did when I was a governor. That was why I declared free and compulsory education, and also made sure that I paid for logistics to ensure that education was free. And I built thousands of classroom blocks across Nigeria, and I opened it up to all Nigerian children who found their way in my state. I intend to extend that to the entirety of the country. And everything you do with love, you cannot go wrong. Because with love, you will not need to kidnap someone. With love, you cannot behead anybody. With love, you'll be able to provide them the best of infrastructure. With love, you will be able to, somebody will listen to you, knowing that you're not talking from a point of bias. You don't hate him or her, but you are talking from a point of love, that you want the best for the person so the person can inherit the earth. And at the same time, we can bequeath a better country to future generations of Nigeria.
Senator Akpabio further harps on the need to involve more stakeholders as one of his criteria for curbing security challenges if elected as president of the country.
It is everybody's business, and because it's so serious, it's not something we played lip service with. When I became a governor in my time, we had insecurity in the Niger Delta region, and we were able to handle it. And then we also worked with the federal government, not just to tackle the issue, but to bring it to an end. And that is when you heard about the amnesty program. And today the South-South region is one of the most peaceful regions in the country. So I think a lot of stakeholders engagement, involving even the traditional rulers, involving everyone, and then building a coalition with our neighboring countries will enable us. And of course, we must go high-tech. We must also involve technology. And most importantly, I hate the idea of losing lives. So we must give those children the opportunity to lay down their arms and come back so that we can change them and make them better citizens. Controlling drug abuse is also a part of fighting insecurity because some of them are not doing it with their normal senses. Some of them are drug-laden with tramadol and all sorts of things, and some of them are lured by peer group pressures and all that. So, and some could say that it's because of unemployment, but you know, criminality is not an excuse. Unemployment cannot be an excuse for criminality, but we will do our best to get them gainfully employed. We will work on the current renaissance going on in the agricultural sector, and then improve upon that and assist the children to have things to do and to be gainfully employed. And then once that happens, I'm sure, let's not pay lip service to insecurity. Let's be realistic. And so it's something that will not end in a day, but it's something that all stakeholders can put their hands in.
The aspirant therefore urged the leadership of the party to ensure absolute scrutiny and avoid monetary politics in order to get it right. Vincent Okushi, QTV News, Abuja.